My name is Larry. I'm 70 years old, and for the last 2 years I've been playing tennis with a group of seniors whose ages range from 61 to 92. We meet a couple of times a week to play doubles, hang out, and have fun. I made this video because there's a story here. I asked 9 players why they play tennis, and I asked them to tell me some other things about themselves. The video was shot in Albany, California, from January to April 2014. We start with David.
The reason why I love playing with these guys is that I've known some of them for many years. Like Paul, he and I used to sea kayak together here at the Berkeley Marina with Cal Adventures. And that was about 15 years ago. So we lost contact for a little bit. And then since my wife plays tennis, she bumped into him here on these courts, and Paul and I started over again, although I had a long ways to go on this. This group had been together for quite a few years, and their proficiency was much higher than mine. But from their patience, I've been able to get closer to their level of playing, and it's a lot of fun playing with them. We kibitz a lot, jokes thrown back and forth. We can laugh at ourselves while laughing at others, and it's just one big laugh, and it's half of the reason that I show up.
I started playing tennis for the exercise. Met Earl Carr, and he had a group going, which just has the remnants now. But now the reason I come is we formed a nice cadre. There's as much conversation and fun playing, if you will, as there is tennis playing. And it's become like almost a brotherhood.
There is one woman, right? So, what?
A sisterhood. Yes, Vivian's a new entry, and she's got to go along with what we are, a brotherhood. So, well, let's go. Knees, I've had both knees scoped. I've had a rotator cuff operation done. Of course, I had 6 months off with lymphoma, Burkitt's lymphoma. I am going tomorrow for elbow surgery, pinched nerves in my elbow. Is that enough? I have arthritis from my eyes to my toes. And of course, what the doctors say is the best thing you can do for arthritis is keep things moving. And so in that regard, tennis helps a great deal. I don't know the score. The only time I keep the score is when I'm serving, and I have to consistently remind myself of what the score is. If we're playing and we try to reconstruct points so that we know the score, I'm at a loss. In fact, we usually have to ask the 80-year-old, Rudy, what the score is, and he knows. Nice. Take that right out of the air with a volley. That was sweet.
It's the love of the game. That's why I like to play the tennis. It's just like totally, it's a lovely sport. I play with the bunch of the guys. It just happened to be there. And also I really enjoy playing with the guys more than I play with the women. Not that I don't like to play with women, but then I guess I am very athletic and very outgoing, and I'm retired too, so I have a little bit more time to play. And most of the women are more homemakers, I guess. And then I also like the what they call it. The guys are just going for it, you know, and I like it. And then I'm also one of the type that when I play, I really play hard.
I've been playing for about 40 years, and started with a friend here, right here, as a matter of fact, and played him once a week. Then did that for years and years and years with different folks. Finally retired, thought I was going to do gardening all the time, and found out that I was a lot more interested in playing tennis all the time. So the gardening has gone down the tubes. The tennis has become a regular activity practically on a daily basis. Well, what I've found is that as I've gotten older, I don't have the power maybe I once had, although I don't think I was a very powerful hitter ever. And so you have to get devious And in terms of getting devious, what I found is, and what works, is slices. I learned to hit it with both hands, so that, and I can even slice it with both hands, although not as well left-handed. But it's a lot of fun, and I've compared this game to billiards many times. I used to play billiards, and it's very, very similar. You can take all kinds of shots and put them in areas that people can't get them, sometimes, if you're lucky, and if you get a little bit skillful. So, combination of luck and a little skill works well. I also have developed, not a technique really, but high lobs and things that put people off. It kind of interferes with the fact that they are ready for a ball coming faster and closer to the net, and I'm able to put it way back, and it throws them off their game, which is very useful. There's one guy I played who's 5 times better than I am, and I said, why would you want to play me? He said, I want to work on those lobs of yours so that I can do better with them. I find it really, really fun to play with all of the different groups I'm with. We have a great time, I think, and the groups intermingle, so that sometimes I'm playing one group on Fridays, and some of the people from there are also there Tuesdays, and it's just an awful lot of fun. Hope it can go on forever.
Oh man.
I got it.
I'm a certified ski instructor in Austria and in the United States, and of course I love skiing. Tennis I picked up much later, actually after I retired. So before that, in the winter months, I'm always out there in the mountains skiing somewhere, obviously. The other thing I want to say why I never really played tennis, because I'm from Austria. And in Austria to play tennis is very expensive. There are practically only few courts, they are free. Basically, they are not free at all. You have to go in the morning before 6 o'clock in the summer, or in the evening. So that was never really an option for me. But what I did do a lot was I played all my life. I played soccer, and when I was younger, I played in the field. And later on, I played a lot indoor soccer, which really helped me with my leg works. Playing with this group is very nice because it's a very low key, it's very supportive, everybody supports you. I started playing when I was 65 years old, and it was not easy for me, but I think I have a pretty good feel for the ball. But everybody is very supportive, even if I make total stupid things on the court.
Oh, I like to play tennis because it's the only sport that I do really. It gets me out and out in the sunshine and get some exercise. I started when I was in the university in Holland, and that's about more than 50 years ago. I tend to always know what the score is. I think it has to do with my engineering background. I like to know what's going on, and I keep track of what's going on around me. And so I like to do that. It comes automatically. I think this group is actually wonderful. I just love to come here. These courts are just perfect, and all the people are very nice. And so I get along just fine with all of them, and this is just great.
All right, here we go. I love tennis. I find it very therapeutic. I find it relaxing. I find it challenging. It's a great way to meet people. It's just, I find it brings me much joy. My hip replacement happened about 11 months ago, and it was very debilitating being a gimpy old guy. And getting a new hip was just wonderful in the sense that pain was gone, and then I could work on getting back in shape and getting back on the tennis courts and running instead of limping. It's just it's very joyful for me to be able to run and chase a ball. I think I was a dog in another life. So I guess it was about a 2-3 month period of doing physical therapy and just trying to heal, and you know, missing a good chunk of work for a month or so. And so yeah, I think I did the right course of slowly trying to build it back up, and then gently getting back on the court and feeling that exhilaration again because of being on the court and being able to move pain-free was just something I had forgotten about. When I was going through my bad hip and my pain, and people seemed concerned, and so yes, I've enjoyed being with this group and all the interesting people and the camaraderie that I think has come with that.
I've been playing tennis since I was 5 years old. I didn't play competitive tennis when I was younger. It was just for fun. I didn't really start playing competitive tennis until 2004. I started playing with Johannes in 1998. It was kind of an exchange. He taught me how to downhill ski, and I taught him how to play tennis. And we've been buddies and tennis players ever since. And then we've expanded into this great group here, and now we have 7-8 players that show up a couple times a week. My final comment is get out and play tennis like it's your last day, because you never know. And enjoy life.
I was told a number of years ago that I would be healthier and be able to continue playing tennis if I kept at it and did not stop or felt that I had to stop because of my age. I started when I was about 60, and I'm 92 now, and my two doctors have told me that's one of the reasons I'm still around today to play. I'm not as good naturally, but I find it's a kind of a mark in my life in which I changed, and when I stopped being active in sports, tennis took its place. I'm not sorry I started. I still play, and I'll be playing until they carry me away. When the war ended, I went to Stanford as a graduate student, picked teaching as my career, got my master's, and then started teaching. But I stayed in the reserves because I felt, well, first of all, I enjoyed the Officers Club, but that was incidental, I think. But soon I was requested to report for duty because the episode in Korea started, and I was requested to go back to training and learn some new things, which I did, and then I was sent over, and I found myself in the wintertime in Korea. After I spent my year there, and was in the end was in command of a rifle company on the lines, shot at and that sort of thing. But I was very lucky, and I think that's one of the things I learned in the service and life in general. You got to be lucky to last to my age, and I appreciate the luck. When I went back, I continued my teaching, and at age 60 decided to retire. When I did, I had been playing volleyball, softball, and that sort of thing, but I decided to take up tennis, and I'm glad I did, because that's what has been keeping me alive all this time. And I have no regrets. And I would urge anybody who wants to prolong their life and do it happily, take up tennis.
Yes! It's alive!
Very good.
What?
One more time, yeah.
Yes. You got me.
Oh, good shot.
You want to stand that close? Oh, too bad.
Nice.
Keep it going.
Yes!
Oh!
No!
This,
Yes!
this.
No! Oh, yes! Yes!
Oh! No! No, it's gone!
Oh,
I will return your serve, Gil.
You will.
Oh, yeah, I'm
okay.
pretty good.
Oh.